Hi everyone, my name is Parul. Welcome to my channel Parul English Lab. In this video, I'll tell you the difference between two very confusing verbs, hear and listen. So please watch this video till the end, and before going ahead, please like and subscribe to my channel Parul English Lab, and don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Now let's start our today's video. First, let's understand the meaning of the verb hear. When we hear something, we become aware of some sound through our ears. We aren't deliberately trying to do it. It happens naturally because we have ears, we have the ability to hear, we can hear, so we hear sounds around us whether we want it or not. For example, suddenly I heard a sound in our backyard. She heard an explosion. So this way we use hear when we hear something, and the rule is subject, then the verb hear, and then comes the object. You always hear something. I can hear you. I heard an explosion. I heard a sound. So this way the formation is subject, then hear, the verb, and then comes the object. Sometimes here can also be used with ing form of the verb or with the base form of the verb. For example, I heard her screaming. So here the structure is subject, then hear, and then the object, and then comes ing form of the verb. And here in place of ing and the verb, you can also have the base form of the verb. For example, I heard her scream. So they both are correct. I heard her screaming, I heard her scream. They both are grammatically correct, but the meaning is slightly different. When you say, I heard her screaming, so here this means that the action of screaming was going on at that point of time when you heard that. I heard her screaming. So she was screaming that time, the action was going on and you heard that. But when you say, I heard her scream, this means that the action was completed. It wasn't going on at that point of time. It was completed. You heard her scream. So this is the only difference. This is another way of using hear, and the formation will be subject, hear, then the object, and then comes the verb with ing or the base form of the verb. On the other hand, listening is an action that we do consciously when we give attention to a sound. For example, I'm listening to you. Whatever you are saying, I am giving attention to each and every word what you're saying. So I'm listening to you. I am listening to the music. So here the formation is subject, then listen, the verb, and then the preposition to, and then comes the object. So we always use listen with the preposition to if there is an object after that. I am listening to the music. So music is the object. I'm listening to you. I listen to a new song, or I listen to a nice song. Please listen to me. So me is again the object. So whenever you have an object after listen, then you will use it with the preposition to. You always listen to something or someone. We can also use listen without to if we do not mention an object after it. For example, please sit and listen. Max, listen. Finish your work first and then you can leave for the day. Everyone, please be quiet and listen. So here, because we do not have an object after listen, so we don't need to use the preposition to. Here, I want to tell you one more important thing, that listen is an action verb. So we can use it in a continuous form also. Listening. I'm listening to the music. I'm listening to you. Are you listening to me? So we can use it with ing. But here is a stative verb. I have made a detailed video on types of verbs where I have explained stative verbs, dynamic verbs. So I will mention the link in description box. If you want to know stative verbs in detail, you can watch the video. So stative verbs are the verbs that show a state rather than an action, and this is the reason we cannot use them in ing form. So you cannot say I'm hearing you. That's incorrect. You can say I am listening to you. But if you say I'm hearing you, I'm hearing the song, that's incorrect because we cannot use hear with ing because here is a stative verb. You can say, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Am I audible enough? Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you. So this is the best way to use this verb without ing. Now in the end, let me give you two expressions with hear. First is hear that. This means to introduce a piece of news or rumor that may be true or untrue, but this is a piece of information. For example, I heard that she is resigning. So this means that I got this piece of news from someone. So this may be true, this may not be true, but I heard that she is resigning. Second expression is to hear from someone. This means to receive a piece of news from someone. I heard from Max that you are resigning, or I heard from Max that she is resigning. This means that I got this news, I received this news from Max that you are resigning. So these two expressions are used a lot when you talk about getting a news from someone. So that's all for today. I hope you understood the difference between hear and listen. So hear means when you hear some sound through your ears, and listen means when you consciously listen to something, listen to a sound consciously, when you give attention to a sound. So that's all for today. Please practice. Please try to make some more sentences, and if you have any doubts, you can always mention in comment sections. Please like and subscribe to my channel Parul English Lab, and don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Thank you. Take care. Have a great day.